Alright, what's going on, traders? Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be going over the four stocks that I traded today. So yeah, let's get into it. By starting off with my first trade, I took on ZM. So now if I pull my manager, we can see I took a position on ZM at 174.70. So 174.70 I meant is gonna be over here at this green line, as you can see, and I had to stop at the red line. Um, why I took it here on this green candle? Well, it was trading above its pre-market resistance, and as you can see, it when it tried to push over um at market open, you can clearly see that it got a huge rejection from this level, from its resistance level. So when I noticed it creating a support at its resistance level, so all the sellers that were stepping in and pushing this down now were replaced by mostly buyers at this point. So that's how I was looking at it getting into this trade. So I took a position. I wanted to take it at 174.60. Have my stop at 174, hold number. I mean, put myself in the position where a whole number I can use that as a support, so that's even better because whole numbers tend to be a place where buyers or sellers step in. So if I have my stop loss a little bit under 174, it should be supported for the most part. So I took a position anticipating a move up and over the pre-market resistance. Now today was extremely choppy. The market was moving um, such nicely, just like yesterday. The market was moving such nicely, like clear moves, clear direction that it was moving to the upside. But just like the stocks are kind of like lagging, the stocks aren't really following, and also big names like Apple and Amazon were having trouble. So like, all right, so let's get back into it. But so I was looking for this 175 to break. Um, had a pretty wide stop. We gave it room and the benefit of the doubt that if it would like to swing around and move, I was gonna let it do it. I was gonna let it move around and do whatever it like. But as you can see, we came up. We had a rejection candle. We pulled back. I held it over here because it was creating a higher support level. Nothing wrong there. So we tried pushing up another like bearish wick. So this is kind of where I started feeling fainty. I ended up taking a partial somewhere around here for a small um I think it was a small win if I'm not mistaken. But then we just had a huge flush to the downside. I waited for closing candle. It closed above our 174 level, so I was comfortable in holding. Started pushing up. All right, it looks nice. And then we just had an immediate flush to the downside. Something like this you can't really expect, but that's why you have your stop losses, and that's why you have your money management. That's why you just manage your trade accordingly. And I just came out with a loser, a $144 loser there. Quite big, biggest loss of the month. But you risk a certain amount to make more. If possible, if this broke over the 175, I would be looking for it to like 176, probably 180. So I mean, no biggie there. All right, let's get into the next trade. The next trade is gonna be Facebook. So Facebook. Now, what I liked about Facebook is it's been a pretty strong stock lately, and now it broke over its all-time high. So now, if we go to the 180-day chart, oops, if we go to the 180-day chart, let that load up. We can see we had a previous resistance at this 223 level, where you started trading above. 223 was being supported, and was looking for a long on this trade. Once 223 was being supported pre-market, cracked briefly, ended up finding a higher support, and we had a continuation of the move. So I took two trades on Facebook. So I took one trade right here at this 225. I was looking for this 225 all morning. Had my stop at 224. Nice. Nothing wrong here. Started pushing up, started pushing up. I was up about 70 bucks in one candle, and it was the morning. And once I saw this pulling back, I just honestly I took 3/4 of my trade off. So I took 3/4 of my trade off, broke my plan pretty much, because usually I would like to take at least my partial 101. This pulled back pretty heavy. It was the morning. It could have been a reversal. So I was just being conservative on this trade. So it pulled back. I took a partial, continued, it continued. I ended up selling the rest somewhere around here, like 25 shares. It made me like 25 bucks. So ended up finishing the trade. Maybe more than an hour. No, it had to be more than an hour, but unless I sold down here somewhere. Not sure. But finishing that trade. Oh, and I took one in the afternoon. Yep. So I took on this green candle right here, the 228 stop, 227.40. Looking for a break out of here. Um, why I took it? Well, I was looking for the 228 to break and possibly it to break the 228.20. The real resistance was 228.20. I got in at the break of 228, anticipating the 228.20 after. But as you can see, that's where I went wrong in this trade actually, because it never even touched 228.20 over here, and then when it started touching 228.20 over here, this is when the real move happened. So now, what I could have done to mitigate my risk and never got shook out of this, I should have waited for the actual resistance to break or touch, just like I did in ZM. I should have waited for it to touch the price level, the resistance, the real resistance price level, and not just the whole number. Um, lately, there's been so many reversals and heavy pullbacks, not much continuation like it has been in the stocks for the last 2 weeks. So, just need to change up the strategy a little bit, get used to it, and learn from it. Most importantly, and then move on. Just grow from it. So wait for the so that's my tip for this. Wait for the actual resistance level to touch or break. Um, next trade, LK. So LK, as we can see, I came out with a $20 winner. I took it on this this red line with a stop at this red line. Well, why I took it was every time LK has bull flagged, it kind of had a push up. It usually it tends to have a push up. So it bull flagged over here, it pushed up. Bull flagged over here, it pushed up. Bull flagged over here, pushed up. So yeah, and then bull flagged over here, it pushed up. I missed this trade actually, but um, so it's just patterns. The patterns like these, the wedges, buyers tend to step in more than sellers do, and that's what I was just playing on. I got in at 228, $2.80, stop at $2.75. I was up my 1-to-1 over here. Had a huge pullback. Decided to sell my shares for like 2 cents profit, so I ended up selling out like right here. Um, why? I was just looking for a bounce and possibly a continuation. A stock like this, I shouldn't really have held it. I should have just took all my profits, but getting out that trade for only $20 and Amazon, ticker Amazon. So Amazon, a lot of mistakes here. Um, I've been letting Amazon get to my head lately. Like, um, this is also trading at all-time highs. I noticed the wedging pre-market. As you can see, it found a higher support, and I just wanted to see a continuation and rip. Amazon usually tends to, when it breaks a big resistance, it usually tends to have a huge push to the upside. Broke a resistance, has a huge push to the upside. So after this huge consolidation, I'm like, All right, we've broken all-time highs. We came back and retested. I want to see a move continue, and if it sets up in a certain way, I'll take a position. I'm not gonna just take it just to take it, right? But I saw this wedge, nice wedge, holding up on a higher support, and I I got in at 220, 2287. So I got in probably here. Um, looking for the breakout once again. I didn't get on the breakout of the real resistance on the real little price point, but I got in before, and once again, it fucked me over. So, um, had my stop down here, and it just freaking crushed me. Lost $144 on Amazon in these two trades. Got in here, anticipated a move up and over. Um, got fucked again. Uh, as you can see, like usually I've been trading somewhat like this the last 2 weeks. I've had so much success. I've been on a 12-day win streak. More than $3,000 profits in 2 weeks. But things are changing right now, and I just have to wait for those certain price points to actually trigger. Not get in beforehand, anticipating a move right now isn't necessarily working for me. So I just have to just wait for these levels to touch. Like once it touched the level over here, I mean it would have ended up being a loser. But this was the real move, and the only move pushed it to the upside. But um, yep. So these are my 4 trades. I really hope you guys found this helpful. I really hope you guys learned something from this video. And if you did, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. I'll be leaving my Discord down below as well. It's a community of like-minded individuals that I'm just trying to grow. So if that interests you anyway, if you're interested in stocks and would like to learn, share ideas, share watch lists and stuff, I'll be leaving that down below. And I hope to see you there. And once again, thanks for watching. And until next time.